take us through the process of
Yeah, I mean, I just working out all off season, just staying ready, waiting for my time to get back on the field, and I had a good off season and feel like I'm ready to go whenever I get out there. So had a good one.
How difficult was it when camps opened around the week? You weren't one.
Yeah, it was a little hard when you see something you've been doing for your last 6 years professionally, but then I'd go fishing and I wouldn't watch it, so I'd be out in the mountains and with no cell service, so I just work out and do that.
How did you come about moving? You moved here in the area?
Yeah, me and my wife just really enjoyed everything Colorado has to offer. Trips with outdoor recreation. I took the dance studio in Castle Rock. It was a good demographic for that. So we just picked this like 5 years ago. We decided we want to get out here and a long process, but we just moved. So we've been here.
And how nice is that? You said you're away from football, but Broncos called a few weeks ago, and they call again, and you get to just drive to work.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. When I get here, people are saying, "Where are you coming in from?" I was like, 25 minutes down the road. It wasn't bad this morning. Traffic on I-25 was good, so it's convenient. It's very nice for me to be able to live at home.
What do you think you bring to this defense?
A lot of experience. I've played, and this will be my 7th different defensive scheme in 7 years. So it's just nuts to think about. But I've been pretty much on every single scheme you can have in the NFL, and I've played with a lot of good guys and a lot of good defenses. So I just want to bring experience and help the room grow.
What do you like about
impressions of this scheme from when you maybe watched it Saturday and just what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about the schematics yet. We haven't really got to install too much, but just watching the game film and the meetings this morning of the guys just playing fast on defense, especially playing fast, hitting ball carriers and doing what they had to do to get a win.
You've seen a lot of different schemes in your career. How do you go about jumping into one sort of?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to jump in both feet and go out. Just play fast. You're going to make mistakes. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned. If you just play fast and you kind of bounce communication off your other linebacker or safeties in the back end, just make sure you're communicating so you know what you or think you know what you're doing, and play fast, get in the right spots and make plays, and then it all kind of settles from there.
What did you like about what you did last year in Pittsburgh, and how did you kind of continue to grow even though it's your 6th, 7th year in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, last year's the first year I made the playoffs in my career. I started in Cleveland and Jacksonville. We didn't have too many successful seasons when I was out there. So just being on a team more veteran orientated in terms of the coaching staff and the players, just being able to learn a lot from those guys. A coach like Mike Tomlin is a great leader of men. Being able to just be in those rooms and experience that was good for me last year.
You joined Pittsburgh mid-August last year. How much will you lean on that experience to help you get up to speed?
Yeah, it's a very similar experience in terms of just jumping in, kind of being behind the 8 ball in terms of installation and even knowing people when you're walking through the buildings, knowing where your meetings or bathrooms are at or whatever. But it'll be good. I had that experience to lean on and confident in myself and my abilities to be able to catch up and be productive.
How much of his game did you see from afar when you're at Wisconsin, and what do you respect about his game?
Yeah, I mean, he started for 4 years at Iowa, just always around the ball, and I think that's translated when he's got to the league. Obviously, he got hurt, which is unfortunate, but he's a great football player. I played with Christian Kirksey in Cleveland for a few years, and Kirksey would always point out to Josie whenever Wisconsin and Iowa would be playing, so I've been hearing about him for a long time.
You've had over 100.
With Melvin and Russ both being Wisconsin guys?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really met Russ too much. He was gone before I got there. I played against Melvin in high school, actually, and then at college, so I've known him for a long time. It's just going to be good to see a lot of Badgers out here. Makes things a little bit easier moving in.
You've had over 100 tackles for the past 5 years. What makes a good tackler?
I mean, just for me especially, just being in the right spots. Football, especially defense, is doing your 1/11th of the job. Everybody's got a gap. Everybody's got a responsibility. And when everybody's playing well, you just flow to the ball and be able to wrap up tacklers, get a lot of hats to the ball. I mean, everybody in the NFL is good. They get paid on offense too. They're going to break some tackles, but when you get more hats to the ball, you're able to get those tackles, and that's something I've done well, I think, for my career, is just being able to get to the ball wherever it's at.
What were the last few months like, kind of just waiting, not knowing what was going to happen, and kind of how did you push forward through that and keep getting ready for the season?
Yeah, I mean, I knew my time would come. I knew I'd end up somewhere in training camp or at the start of the season this year. I just took it day by day. I was working out over in Highlands Ranch at a gym, so altitude for me has been all right. I mean, playing football is a different beast, but I've been really comfortable with my workout routine. And then, like I said, for my relaxing, I'd go fishing. Me and my wife would go hiking. We do a lot of other things to take our minds off of not knowing where we're going to be in the future. So a lot of rest, relaxation, and just working out, working well.
So you're a fly fisherman, I take it?
Yeah, I just learned like last year when I was in Pittsburgh because Pennsylvania's good fly fishing, so it's been a lot of fun.